to be official American releases.
And as for Climax Heroes Foes, I haven't played it, but I've listened to Zeromaster play it, and it sounds fun. It's definitely something I would want to pick up.
Yeah, same here. Haven't played it, but I want to play it.
Next question is by Dark Knight Grave, and he asks, if all the Kamen Riders, Showa and Heisei era, and Super Sentai, with no Zords, were to get into a giant battle royale, who would come out on top and why?
Are we talking about like individuals, or are we talking about as a whole?
I think like maybe like a certain rider or certain Sentai team.
Because I thought like, oh, every single like Ranger's dead. We're only left with the one Pink Ranger, and she finds a way to kill the thing. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, it's probably Pink Ranger. Okay, so if we're doing just Sentai teams versus Kamen Riders, okay. You want to start this off?
Well, this is really hard because of the diversity between the powers with Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. I would say that the like Sentai teams or riders that would have an advantage are ones that are customizable. Like, for example, Double with all of his different Gaia memories.
And O's with all of his different metals.
And Foes with the Astro Switches. And I hate to say it, but even Decade with his ability to change into past riders.
Yeah, as much as it sucks, you have to admit he is pretty versatile.
And then you have the Gokaijers, who can change into previous Sentai teams, all previous 34 teams, in fact. And like, also you got to take into account like the Shinkenger's powers, the Gosager's powers, the Dai Ranger's powers, and also another thing, it's numbers. It's like you got to look at the numbers game. Super Sentai has like 200 warriors, while Kamen Rider doesn't have nearly as many, but they have a lot more experience, and the riders are usually used to like fighting like alone or with a partner sometimes. As for this, Sentai teams are team-based, like usually consisting of a minimum of 3 and like usually like between 3 and 6. And I don't know, like if I had, it would be like the Gokaigers, Decade, Double O's and Foes definitely have an advantage in a fight.
I would also say that Kamen Rider Double definitely has an advantage over most people because of his cheap spam attack of Luna Trigger, Luna Joker, Luna Metal. He's also got Fang going for him, which the Fang memory is one of the only, besides the Prism memory, is probably one of the, oh no, with the Extreme memory. It's one of the only ones that can actually attack and be effective. Also, O's is another one because now that he's got Borokawani, he's got more combinations. Even though it's only movie release, I still like to think of it as canon. And Foes, he's coming out with like a bunch of new switches. Like he's got like he's got the magnet ones. He's got Fire State. He's got Elect State. It's just like the most powerful attacks.
Yeah.
And then even Decade with his final form, as much as we hate him, he still has like Hyper Kabuto, Hyper Kiva. Yeah, Hyper Kabuto, Kiva Emperor, Deno Denliner, Blade King form. I could go on and on, but we don't want to take up too much time. So, in my opinion, Kamen Rider has the advantage.
Okay, and Next set of questions is from Anime Tom 100, and first question he asks is, what is your favorite Toku series other than Sentai or Kamen Rider?
None. Next question.
If I had to choose, I would say Garo, because
Oh yeah, it's like Garo.
Garo's pretty badass.
I have to still watch that. But yeah, definitely Garo. The villains are done very well. I mean, they're animated well, and the attacks are beautiful, and like there's a lot of regular kung fu martial arts. It's really good.
Yeah. Right. Next question, Anime Tom 100 asks is, who is your favorite Sentai Red Ranger?
Favorite Sentai Red Ranger? I'm gonna say I know I'm gonna be cheap by saying this. Gokai Red. I just like the way he looks good. He's got that. He's like the anti-hero of the series, and I really like that about him. Also, he's got the saber and gun, and it's just, you know, he's just really awesome. Plus, he can learn all the other ones, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like he's just got that, you know, I'm gonna get what I want personality. You know, he's awesome like that. So Gokai Red.
Actually, mine is a tie between Gokai Red as well, Captain Marvelous, because of the same reasons, and Sosuke from Go Onger, because he's just a funny character and he's a big goofball, and I just love it.
Goofball as a Red Ranger? Yeah, you don't really expect that.
And final question from Anime Tom 100. Who is your favorite Red Power Ranger? I think my favorite Red Power Ranger would have to be the Red Lightspeed Ranger, Carter Grayson. Carter Grayson is like a major badass. He'll just run at a giant monster with guns ablazing and he don't even care.
Okay, it's the Power Rangers SPD Red Ranger. Oh god, what was his name?
Jack Landers.
Jack Landers, yes. I just think he's a really good natural leader, even though he wasn't a good one at the very beginning. But as time grew on, he became very wise and very judgmental about what, you know, everything was going on around him.
Yeah.
I just think he's very effective at what he does. Plus, he's very good with those guns. So yeah, it's Jack Landers for me.
Next set of questions is from Full Metal Dragon 12, and he asks, what dope pump memory would you create, and what would its powers be?
Oh, can I do this one first?
Go ahead.
I would make a Gaia memory called Eyes, and it would basically be a giant eyeball with the eye stem just wrapping around itself to make an E. And its power would be that if it sees you, it could either manipulate your body or it could copy you. Like, it could copy your movements, and it could store it in its center eye, which would be red for future reference. So if it knows your attacks, it can counter them. So that would be my dope hunt memory. It would just be like, you know, it would be covered in eyes, but it would also, you know, it wouldn't be just eyes, because that would hurt the monster. You know, he would have like calloused eyes and stuff like that. He'd have claws and stuff like that. So that would be my dope hunt memory.
Last time I was sticking around and said I would have the Honey Badger dope hunt kind of memory.
This Honey Badger don't give a shit.
Honey Badger don't care. But after thinking for a while, actually this is kind of copying up from Yu-Gi-Oh! I would have some sort of like a copycat guy memory, where it would like it would copy like its enemies' moves and appearance and everything, and know everything, like all the moves that the writer knows, and basically act like a doppelganger, basically trying to like screw.
You could call that knowledge.
Knowledge, yeah, that'd be a good name. But yeah, it'd be something like that, just like being able to copy the writer's appearance.
Yeah, it would be knowledge, and one of the ends would like be the side of a book, and it would look like it's flipping through a page.
Yeah, that actually looks really cool. That would look awesome. And a third one would be Dopant for Dragon Castle with the Chainsaw Leg. Next question from Fullmetal Dragon 12 as well. What Dopant memory or memories disappointed you that didn't make it to the show?
Edge.
Yeah.
I wanted to see Edge.
Edge would have been cool.
I imagine just like a bladed warrior, just like pulling out blades out of his body, like cutlasses and samurai swords and broadswords and knives. It would just be awesome.
That would be awesome. But yeah, it's pretty much unanimous. Edge.
I also wanted to see Ocean. Ocean didn't make it in, but I wasn't as adamant about Ocean as I was with Edge.
Next question, and final question from Fullmetal Dragon 12. In all of Kamen Rider, what villain was the most unusual and you did not expect to be a villain?
Samilodon.
The cat?
Yeah, what was it? Nico?
I don't remember. Was it Miko? I don't remember.
But I did not expect him to be a Dopant user.
Yep, neither did I. And that was the first Kamen Riders. Double was the first Kamen Rider series I saw. And when I saw that, I was like, what? But as for me, I don't know if she counts as a villain, but Mio from Kamen Rider Kiva.
Yeah, she's the queen.
I didn't expect her to be like a recurring character. I thought it was just like with other Kamen Rider series, it just focuses on this one character and then they're gone like after their mini arc. But no, she actually stuck around and became the love interest for Wataru. And finding out that she was the queen,
such a mindfuck.
Oh god, I know. And like actually fighting Wataru without knowing that he was Kiva. And oh god, it was crazy. That was like one of my favorite parts about the series. Too bad they had to fuck it all up with the ending. But anyway, that's a different subject for a different time.
We'll talk about that in a different episode.
Next question is from Tess Sinner. What was the worst Gaia memory you've seen?
Invisible.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Come on, you want to say it. Say it.
Which, I have a couple things I want to say. One about Invisible, and another about the Gaia memory I hate.
Say it.
My hated one is T-Rex.
There you go. He said it, folks. He said it.
Hate T-Rex. Oh my god.
It's a dumb dinosaur head on a human body.
It doesn't even have a human body. It was just a dinosaur head with arms and legs, and I think it had a tail, but...
It had like a spine for a tail or something.
Oh, it was so fucking stupid, and that was the biggest flaw in Double. That fucking thing. And
you saw it right at the beginning, and you're like, oh god, please don't go there. I don't want to have to quit this series.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The only way that thing would hurt you is if it would eat you while you're on the floor, or while you're on the floor laughing at it.
Oh god.
And as for Invisible, it turned a really hot chick invisible. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, I want to see more of that hot chick.
Yeah, I know. That was Hurricane Blue.
Yeah, give me more Hurricane Blue. At least she had a blue memory, so she had that going for her. Yeah, I'm like, where'd she go? I want to see her boobs! Bring me her boobs!
This isn't Garo.
Shut up.
Alright, last batch of questions is from another favorite of the podcast, Decree. And he asks, what is your favorite 5 side rider designs? And it doesn't matter if you haven't seen the series.
You can go first.
Fuck. Okay. I don't know how different mine's gonna be from the last time I did this, but number 5 would have to be XL. Number 4, Meteor. Number 3, Birth. Number 2, Attack. And number 1, Saga.